Hey everyone, we're going to be taking a look at J8, solve proportions. So for me to solve proportions, I can do it the two ways that we've talked about working with proportions. We can use simplifying, or we can use cross products. So if I want to simplify this is what I would end up doing. Oops. If I want to simplify this, I want to simplify one of my ratios. The ratio that we have here, I want to simplify all the way down. So if I have 35 21st, think of a number that I can divide the most by 35 and 21. Or if you guys remember this, the greatest common factor. So there's a couple ways we can do this. If we want to go the long route, we can think of what are the factors of 21 and 35. For 35, I know that's 1 times 35 is factor. 2, can't do 2. 3, I know that 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. You can't divide that by 3 evenly. So, I also know that 5 works because it ends with a 5. 5 times 7 will give me 35. So those are my factors for 35. For 21, I have 1, 21. I know that I can't divide it by 2 because it's an odd number. 3, I can divide it by 3, and that would be 3 times 7. So I'm looking for the number that has the greatest number they have in common. Here I found it to be 7. So I'm going to use 7 to divide 35 by 7 and 21 by 7. And I'm going to end up with 5/3. Well, luckily for us, we were looking for a ratio that had a 5 in our numerator. And so luckily, we don't have to calculate any further. We know that this would be 3. If I would rather use my cross products, I would end up doing this. Oops. Oh, too big. Alright, let's just use that 5. 5 divided by j is equal to 35 over 21. Now, if I'm using my cross products, I'm going to use the numbers that are across from each other. So here, I'm going to do 5 times 21 is equal to 35 times j. 35 times j. So, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to think of it like I am looking for a number times 35. That will give me the same thing as 5 times 21. 5 times 21, let's see, 5. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So I'm looking for a number times 35 that will give me 105. Alright, so what times 35 will give me 105? Well, I can do this. I can do the opposite. Just like when we're solving equations, it's going to be the opposite of multiplying. And if I did this, 105 divided by 35 will actually give me j equals 3. I'm just using information from the first problem. So, let's see if that is correct, and let's see. There we go. Alright, now let's take a look at the next one. So I'm looking at this one. Again, two different ways. Simplify and cross products. S equals simplify, cross products, or CP is cross products. Now here, if I'm simplifying 15/10 as much as I can. This one's a little easier because I know that they are both divisible by 5. So if I divide both sides by 5, I'll get 3. 10 divided by 5 is 2. So I get 3 halves. Now, I want a number that is equal to t over 12. And that number is 6. So 2 times 6 will give me 12. 3 times 6 will give me t is equal to 18. 18. Alright, using cross products, again, let's just rewrite it. 15 tenths. And remember, we're just going to go across each other. So I have 12 times 15 is equal to 10j. Now, doing this, 15 times 12, 5 times 2 is carry the 1. 1 times 2 plus 3 plus 1 is my place 4 there. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 1. So I would end up with 0 plus 5 is 8. 1 plus 0 is 1. Alright, so I know that 12 times 15 is equal to 110. So now I'm looking for 10 times a number, which is going to be equal to 18, or 180. So I know this one. I can divide both sides by 10. That'll leave me with t is equal to 18. The trick with zeros, you don't actually have to do any division. You just cross them off. Just make sure that you cross off as many from the numerator as you did from the denominator. You'll be fine. So t is equal to 18. Alright. Next one. Alright, this time I'm going to do cross products first, and then I'll do the simplifying. Alright, so if I'm doing cross products, this one I'm going to use blue for my color. Alright, now, if I'm using cross products, I'm just going to have it, so I write it, g over 20 is equal to 12 sixteenths. Again, I'm going across. G times 16, and you guessed it, 20 times 12. So 20 times 12 is equal to 16g. Now, 20 times 12. I know that 2 times 12 is 24, and whenever you have the 0, you can just add on to it. So I have 20 times 12 will give me 240. I know that that is going to be equal to 16g. Now, a number times 16 is going to give me 240. So, just like when we're solving equations, I'm going to divide both sides by 16. I can't do that off the top of my head, so I'm just going to do it off to the side. 240 divided by 16. See, 16 goes into 24 one time. 16 times 1 will give me 16. 24 minus 16 will give me 8. So something times 16 is 8. I'm not sure what the number is. So let's 5. 5 equals to 30. 5 times 1, 5 plus 3 is 8. Perfect. So 16 goes into 80 5 times. So I know that. G. Alright, now if I use the simplifying method, I have G 20 is equal to 12 sixteenths. I'm getting a little sloppy with my writing. 12 sixteenths. Now, for me to do this one, I'm going to simplify 12/16 as much as possible. This one, 12 and 16. That 4 can go into both of them. So 12 divided by 4 is 3 over 16 divided by 4 is 4. So 3/4. So let's see. I have G 20th is equal to 3/4. Alright, so I'm thinking of a number. What times 4 will give me 20? Oh yeah, it's 5. Again, I'm going to use that same number on top. So now I have 5 times 4 is equal to 20. Then now I have 3 times 5 will give me, or what G is equal to, and G is equal to 15. Alright, 15. Nice. Alright, next one. Oh wow, this is an easy one. So, this one, alright. Ooh. When I'm using simple numbers like this, I can easily use just equivalent fractions. Because we want to find out what's an equivalent fraction to 2 once, or 2 over 1. You just do this. Just multiply. What times 6, or what times 2 will give me 6. I know that's 3. And I'm just going to use that same number. Because remember, these are just equivalent fractions that we're working with. So, 1 times 3 will just give me 3. Perfect. Alright. Now, let's take a look at this. 8/6 and n/15. This one, I'm just going to use cross multiply. Why not? Cross multiply for this one. CP. If I want to use cross multiplication for this problem, I'm just going to do this. 15 times 8 is equal to 6 times n. So 15 times 8, so 15 times 8, 5 times 8 is 40, so put the 0 down, carry the 4, 8 times 1 is 8, plus 4 will give me 12. So I know that 12 times 8 will give me 120 times 6n. So number times n, or sorry, 6 times n will give me 120. So if I do the inverse, I can find out what n is equal to. Divide. So I'm left with n is equal to 120 divided by 6. Now I know that 12 divided by 6 is 2. Just to bring that 2 or that 0 with me. So 120 divided by 6 is equal to 20. Just to be on the safe side, I can do this. Just check my work. 20 times 6. Because remember, if you multiply the numbers that you get from your division problem, that's how you check to see if you have the right answer. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 2 is 12. 120. That is the number that I got. Good. So, my n, again, is equal to 20. Ooh, again, this one's a really straightforward one as well. This one, using cross products and using simplifying will get you that same answer. If I'm simplifying, 8 divided by what number will give me 4? I think it's 2. That's right, 8 divided by 2 is 4. Now we have to divide our denominator by that same number. So 4 divided by 2, b is equal to 2. So again, using simplifying or cross products will give you that same answer. It just depends on the question that you want to work with. Like for instance, 24 times 7, that's not a number I can easily do in my head. But 21 divided by 7 is an easy number that I can do in my head. So 21 divided by a number will give me 7. Let's see. So I'm just going to use simplifying this one. I'm going to simplify 21 to 7. That would be 3. 21 divided by 3 will give me 7. So I need to do that to my bottom number as well. 24 divided by 3 will give me f is equal to 8. Again, to check, just to make sure that I have the correct numbers, I can always do this. 3 times 7 is equal to 21. 3 times 7 give me the number I divided, and 3 times 8 will give me 24, the number that I divided. Alright, so we got nothing. 8. Next. Ooh. See, this one's another big problem. I don't want to use cross multiplication on this one just because the numbers are so big. So for this one, I'm going to simplify it. But this one, because 78 and 15, I can't evenly divide 78 into 75. I'm going to have to simplify this problem all the way, or this ratio, all the way down before I can do this problem. So, with these ones, what I can do is I can divide these numbers by a number I know that I can divide both of them by. I know that they're both even numbers, so I can divide them by 2. Alright, so this one, we're just going to have to keep on going down. Okay, so 52 divided by 2, I know that 50 divided by 2 is 25, so I know that one more 2 will give me 26. 78, I know that 80 divided by 2 will give me 40, so I just know that it's going to be one less than 40. So that's 39. Now let's see. Can I do this evenly? I know I can't. I know that 2 plus 6 is divisible by 2, but 39 is not divisible by 2. This one, I would actually have to do this. I have to think about what numbers I can multiply by. So I know that 1 times 26 will give me 26. 2 times 40, 26 divided by 2 will give me 13. Okay. I think that's as far as I can go. Now I need 39. So 1 times 39 will give me 39. And I can't do it by 2. Remember our trick with 3. If I can add these two digits up, 3 plus 9, that will give me 12. And I know that 12 is divisible by 3, so I know I can divide 39 by 3. Alright, now, 39 divided by 3. Let's see. 39 divided by 3. 3 goes in 3 ones. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract these two. Bring down that 9. 9 times 3 will give me 3. 3 times 3 gives me 9. Subtract those two again. Oh, and I get 13. Okay, 3 times 13. Okay, so we have our number now. 26 divided by 13, and 39 divided by 13. I know from my factors, I know that 26 divided by 13 gives me 2, and 39 divided by 13 will give me 3. Whew. So that was a good amount just to simplify this down. So we have 2/3. Let me rewrite that so it's not so sloppy. Alright, let's try that again. 2/3 is equal to n 75ths. Now this is an easier problem to work with. I know that 3/4 will give me 75. So 3 times 25 will give me 75. So 2 times 25 will give me n is equal to 50. Alright, let's check our work. Is n equal to 50? Yes, it does. Alright, now let's solve these guys out. Okay, 7/6, I know that is as simplified as possible because first off, we have 7, which is a prime number. So 7 can't go into 6 at all. So I know that this is already a simplified fraction. So if I know it's a simplified fraction, I can think of what number times 6 will give me 36, at what number times 7 will give us, or 6 times 7 will give us what z is equal to. So 6 times 6 will give us 36, and the way that I got that is I was just thinking of what number times 6 will give me 36. Using my multiplication facts, I know that 6 times 6 will give me 36. So 7 times 6 will give me is equal to 42. Alright. 42. Alright, so far we're at 64 points. We've only done 9 problems. Alright, now for this problem. 18/30ths is equal to s 45ths. Alright. So this one, 30 times 45, or 30 times the number is equal to 45. I can't do that evenly. So I'm going to use simplifying for this one. I want to use simplifying just because 18 and 45 are really big numbers. And I don't want to find the cross products for that. So for this one, I have 18/30ths, and I'm going to simplify it as much as I can. So a number that I would use to simplify these two is 6. 8 divided by 6 will give me 3, and 30 divided by 6 will give me 5. So 3/5 is my simplified fraction for this problem. Alright, using that information, set up our problem of 3/5 is equal to s 45ths, or s over 45. So here, I can think of a number times 5, which will give me 45. So a number times 5 would be 9. 5 times 9 will give me 45. Now, I'm just going to use that same number. So I have 3 times 9 is equal to s. So I know that 27 is equal to s. Alright, now let's take a look at this one. M 10 is equal to 15/50. Alright, here we go. Ooh, this one. No, we haven't used cross products in a bit, so let's just use cross products for this one. I like using cross products whenever I'm working with 10 because 15 times 10 is going to give me a very easy number to work with. Again, we're just going to cross like this. Now, let's see. 15 times 10. And whenever we're working with 10s, we can just add a 0 onto it. So 15 times 10 is 150, and we have 50 times m. Alright, 50 times m. Alright, so what, again, times 50 will give us 150. Just do my little division right here. Find out what this would be. So 50 divided by 50, or 50m divided by 50, will just be m. And 150 divided by 50, let's see, 15 divided by 5 is 3, so 150 divided by 50 just give me 3. So for this one, m is equal to 3. Alright. Now, for this one we have 18. Oops. Alright, so this one we have 18 over 27 is equal to 2 over g. Alright. I like this one. I would like to use equivalent fractions for this one. So this one looks like it's already simplified because it already has a 2 in the numerator. So I can just think of this. A number times 2. Actually, let's go the other way. Let's say a number divided by 18. Let's see, what number could that be? Which will give me 2. 18 divided by 9. 18 divided by 9 will give me 2. So using that same number, 27 divided by 3. 7 divided by, 27 divided by 9 will give me 3. So I know that g is equal to 3. Alright, let's see, 3. Alright, that means 75. Let's get to 80. Ooh, 60 50ths, and 75ths. Alright, this one. Ooh, this one I can use simplifying. And I can do this quickly because I can simplify 60 50ths down. Alright, so because they both have zeros at the end, I know I can divide both 60 and 50 evenly by 10. So 60 divided by 10 will give me 6, and 50 divided by 10 will give me 5. So now I have 6/5. So this is simplifying. Now I just need to find out what numbers we're going to be working with. So, what number times 5 will give me 75? Alright. Well, first off, I know that 75 divided by 5 is, let's see, 75 divided by 5, 5 goes into 7 one time, 1 times 5 is 5, subtract these, so you have 2, bring down that 5, so we have 25. Now, how many times does 5 go into 25 here? That's 5. 5 times 5, we need 25. Here, I actually don't have remaining. So I know that 15 times, or 5 times 15 will give me 75. So I know that 6 times 15 will give me what n is equal to. So 6 times 15 is equal to n. So 15 times 6 is, 5 times 6 is 0, 30. Carry a 3, 6 times 1 is equal to 6 plus 3 is 90. So So I know that 6 times 15 is actually 90. So n is equal to 90. So 90 75ths is equal to 60 50ths. And I just need to do one more to get to 80. Ooh, this one's a little tricky. Alright. 56 over 32. Alright. This one, I'll use cross products for the last one. 50, hopefully our last one. 56 divided by 32. Divided by. Now, 91 and 32. Alright, we're going to find the cross products because 91 times 32 is going to give me 56 times p. Alright, so 91 times 32, 1 times 2 will give me 2. 2 times 9 will give me 18. Now we have to do 3 times 1, give me 3. 3 times 9 will give me 27. That will give me 2. Plus 3 is 1, 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 7 is 9. And 2. Wowzers. So, I know that 2,912 is equal to 56 times p. Okay, so for this one, 56 times p is going to give me 2,912. So, I'll do the opposite. It's divided by 56 and 56. I actually need some more space for this one. Just make sure I don't do this, so can't do that right now. Alright. So we had 2,912 divided by 56. Yes. Alright. Do our problem here. So we've got 56. Let's see. Alright, I know that 56 can't go into 29. So we have to start off on 291. So 56 goes into 291. I'm not sure. If I round this off, let's just say this is 60, 60, and let's say that this is 300. So I can say that 60 times about 5 will give me 300. Let's see if that's right. So I'm just going to use that with this number. 6 times 5 is 0 by 30. Carry 3. 5 times 5 is 25. Plus 3 give me 280. Okay, so I know that at least we have a starting point. So 56 goes into 291 5 times. Now, just use the number that we got right here. So 56 times 5 will give me 280. Now we have to subtract these two. 1 minus 0, 1. 9 minus 8, 1. 2 minus 2, 0. All right. Bring the 2 down. Alright, 112. Alright, well, that one's an easier one to work with. 56, so let's just say this is about 60, and then let's just round this up to, let's say 120, so let's say about 2 times. So it is important to use estimation to solve these problems. Now, let's just multiply this out. 2 times 6 will give me 12, carry the 1, 2 times 5 will give me 10, plus 1 will give me 11. Oh, perfect. So that means that we have an even number. 56 times 2 will give me 112, because we just did that problem right here. So 112 minus 112 will give me 0. So this is telling me is that 50, so our number right here, 91 times 32 is equal to 56 times 52. And those will both equal 2,912 equals to 2,912. If I multiply these out together, that's what numbers I would get. Alright, so let's plug it in. What p is equal to. And for our example, p is equal to. Alright, so p is equal to 52. And that will take you to 80 ohms. Alright. If you have any questions, please ask them in class. Write down the problems that you are doing just to be on the safe side, okay, everyone? So, if you have any problems, feel free to email me at that's not good. At my email, which is again murbino at sandy.edu.